Yesterday, we were commemorating World Cancer, that's mental health. And today, we want to focus on mental health. We want to recognize that mental of cancer care, it's not an extra, it's not a by the way, but it's a very core part of cancer care. Because without mental health, cancer care cannot be complete. Mental health is very key and crucial to all cancer patients, and it starts from the first stage, even from diagnosis. It doesn't have to be from the that affect cancer patients and how they can be solved and how the cancer patients can receive mental health care from professionals, from caregivers, so that it can help them during the healing process and during even physical care process. So the first thing we want to look at the mental health challenges that are faced by cancer patients. First of all, we have anxiety. You see, being diagnosed with cancer is not the same being diagnosed with malaria or pneumonia, because a lot of people are the perspective that people have on cancer is that it's a deadly disease. And once someone is diagnosed with cancer, even if it's on stage 1, this person will start having mental health problems. So the first mental health challenge that comes with being diagnosed is anxiety. Why anxiety? Because people will start have the fear of the uncertainties, the fear of the future, the fear of the pain that comes with cancer. So the anxiety is the first challenge, and it's from the out. You have the fear of the outcomes and the side effect. You don't know what the side effects of what you're facing. So they have a lot of anxiety because they have so many questions in their mind. So that fear is what we call anxiety. The second challenge is depression. So the prolonged fear, and if the questions are too much without answers, that's where depression kicks in. So depression comes in after persistent sadness, loss of interest, and hopelessness. And why is this? Because once you're diagnosed with cancer and you feel like it's the end of you, so you start being sad. You've asked yourself several questions, they don't have answers, the sadness kicks in, and you lose interest in everything about life. You start giving up in life. So depression kicks in. And once depression kicks in, it leads to stress and emotional overload. Stress and emotional overload because of the several hospital visits, finances, you become drained financially, the lifestyle changes, because once you're diagnosed with cancer, you have to change your lifestyle completely. So stress and emotional overload because of all these things. Once you're diagnosed with cancer, you'll start having frequent hospital visits, and it drains you. It drains you both physically, emotionally, and financially. So this is what causes the stress and emotional overload. Also, we have the fear and uncertainty. The first one was anxiety, but we have now the real fear, because you're being sent for the scans, the tests, all that, the results, the future. So you have a lot of fear and uncertainty. Like, I've seen a lot of cancer patients, they didn't have even let's say hypertension, but once they're diagnosed with cancer, you start seeing even such things like hypertension start coming in. Why? Because these people start being depressed, they start having questions, they start having fears and uncertainty of the future. Because your doctor has suggested you have a certain test, and that period of waiting for that test, or that period of waiting for the results, is very tormenting for the patients. So the fear of those results, because you don't know what to expect from the results. This is something that is new to you, and it's something that you've seen people die because of cancer. You've seen how people suffer because of cancer. You've been diagnosed with the same thing, and you don't know what the future holds for you. So being sent to those tests, waiting for the results, become a very traumatizing ordeal for the cancer patients, because they have the uncertainties that they don't know what they will be facing in the future. We have changes in self-image. Changes in self-image because of We've seen cancer patients, there are some physical changes that start happening. You have hair loss, people start losing their hair. You have scars that come with the cancer. You have weight changes. Most people lose weight because of that. We have disability, you see. So these are things that you were not used to, they were not there previously when you were healthy. But once you've been diagnosed with cancer, they start coming from that. And once they start coming with it, you start seeing that this person will, the changes in their physical body will start making them be lack the self-confidence from for their lives. Like they were confident walking around, they were confident interacting with people, but these physical changes start making them feel like people are already seeing that I'm sick. They'll start seeing like I'm very sick and I'm not having a long period of life to live, you see. So these physical changes become, they start stressing these patients. We have loneliness and isolation. uh, you feel misunderstood. Once you're diagnosed with cancer, most of the people, they start feeling misunderstood, or they start feeling that they are a burden to people. It might, like, the people around you might not be feeling that burden, especially at the early stages, but you find yourself feeling that loneliness. You fear that the people will misunderstand you. Maybe you can't express yourself freely because you feel like if you express yourself, they'll start thinking it's because of whatever you are going through after being diagnosed with cancer. So that loneliness and isolation is part of the mental issues that we are trying to tackle today. So these reactions are very normal. They are not a sign of weakness. Having all these signs is not a sign of weakness because it is very normal, and it is very okay to feel the anxiety. It is very okay to feel depressed. It's very okay to have that fear. It's very okay to experience those changes in your body, and it's very okay to feel lonely and misunderstood. What is not okay is dwelling on all that negativity, because it will affect your life and it will make you even be down. It will make you, it will shorten your lifespan. And a lot of cancer patients die not because of the cancer, they die because of the mental health. They experience a lot of mental health issues, and it affects their physical health. So it's not about even the physical health alone. What brings the death faster is because they are not okay mentally. They don't receive help. They don't get enough support to help them mentally. So once you are drained mentally, you'll start losing hope. You like, if you are motivated and if you are supported mentally, you'll be fighting even physically. You will ensure that you feed well. You will ensure that you attend all clinics. You will ensure that the lifestyle you're living is according to what your doctors have instructed you. So we want to look at, why is mental health care very important during cancer treatment? Why does it matter? Why does mental health matter to cancer patients? First of all, it helps them to cope better with pain and treatment side effects. So the state of your mental health really matters a lot, because it will help you in coping during the painful period, during the treatment period, because this treatment comes with the side effects that we've mentioned. We've mentioned that hair loss, we've mentioned the wounds that don't go away, such things. So mental health care really matters because it will help you cope during that period of pain. It will help you cope during that period of treatment. Because if you're not taken care of mentally, you'll give up and you'll not have the motivation to undergo that pain. That pain will drain you and it will make you lose hope, and people die because of that. So mental health care matters a lot because of that. Also, it helps you to stick to treatment. It helps you to stick to treatment plans. You see, if you are motivated, if you are encouraged that this cancer is not the end of life, you'll feel the motivation to even face that treatment plan. The doctor gives you the treatment plan, but it's you as an individual that will ensure that you follow it to the latter. So if you follow it, it will help you, at least it will prolong your life. It might not heal you, but it will help you to give you a longer period of time to live. And it will help you even endure the pain and endure that process of treatment and healing. Also, it helps you to communicate openly without fearing judgment. It will help you communicate with doctors, your loved ones, and caregivers. So, mental health care, it gives you the confidence to communicate well. If you take care of your mental health, even if you've been diagnosed with cancer, it will help you to communicate, and communicating helps you, you'll find help when you need it. You know, you will not fear telling the doctor exactly what you're feeling, because you know this cancer is not the end of me. So the mental health care will help you tell your doctor, I'm going through ABCD. My body is changing like this, like this, like this. The medicine that you're giving me is having these and these side effects. You'll be able to tell your loved ones, you'll be able to tell your caregivers whatever is happening with yourself period of time. Or you might be needing a change of maybe your lifestyle, like maybe your feeding period, you're feeling like that treatment period has made you maybe be feeling hungry at different times, so you'll need maybe a change of schedule during your feeding, and you'll be able to communicate openly, help you during caregiving. Also, it helps improve the overall quality of life. You see, if you are in the right mental health state, you'll be able to improve your life. Like, you're motivated, you are happy no matter the diagnosis you've received. So it will help you. If you are sad always, if you are depressed, you'll have a short period of time to live. But if you accept the condition that you've been diagnosed with, you'll be able to improve your life, because you'll always be looking out on what can help improve your life. You'll not concentrate on the negatives. You'll be researching what can improve my life, what can make me have a prolonged life, what can make me enjoy life more. You see, so mental health care will help in that. Also, it will reduce severe depression and suicidal thoughts. We've seen a lot of patients, once they've been diagnosed with cancer, they'll start having suicidal thoughts because of depression and such things. So these suicidal thoughts will reduce if you receive mental health care. So it's very important for us to ensure that we have proper mental health care, so that we can live a prolonged life. So when mental health care is neglected, patients may feel overwhelmed, and patients may feel withdrawn socially, or they may lose hope. So it's very crucial for us to ensure that we give proper support, proper mental health care support for the cancer patients. We want to look at types of mental health support that we can give the cancer patients. Proper mental health support that cancer patients can seek to receive. So first of all, we have psychological counseling. Psychological counseling will help you to process stress. You'll be able to overcome that fear and grief. Also, you'll be able to manage anxiety and depression that comes with all that. Because it's not easy. I've said it's not like being diagnosed with malaria or pneumonia. That's a different case. So you'll be able to manage that depression and that stress. You'll be able to learn on coping and relaxation skills. So you'll be motivated to on how to you'll cope with life, on how you can relax your mind, on how you can relax your body despite the fact that you've been diagnosed with cancer, and how to adjust to life changes caused by cancer. You see, if you receive that psychological help, no matter the physical changes that is coming with your body, you'll be able to cope with that. Also, we have support groups, and this is very crucial for the cancer patients. You can always try to initiate that, or you can seek for help through support groups through your caregivers. We've seen hospitals that help patients to get these support groups. This is where you talk about your experience. This is where you talk with others who are going through the same. So cancer patients are required to form support groups so that you can share your experiences and encourage one another. And these support groups, they can be in person or online. They don't have to be physical always. We have online support groups where patients support each other, where patients come together and discuss their experiences, they discuss their challenges, and they each other to face life. Because if you are alone, you are going through something and you don't know how to do it, you don't know how to handle whatever you are going through. But if you find others who are going through the same and they share it, you find that you'll be like, okay, so I'm not alone. Okay, this is normal. You see, sharing it with others who are going through the same thing really encourages a lot of people. We have medication when it is needed. There are mental health challenges that require medication. We have antidepressants. We have anti-anxiety medications. So they come in handy when you have sought help from professionals. These professionals will realize that, okay, this patient needs medication. This patient just needs counseling. So if it gets to a stage that you need the antidepressant, you see, and you've been given the antidepressant, please make sure you use them so that it can help you. We have the mind to body approaches. Mind to body approaches will help in your mindfulness and meditation. It will help you meditate on life. You have breathing exercises. You've seen a lot of people when they're undergoing stress, they've been encouraged to have breathing exercises. And you have gentle yoga, just exercise according to what you are feeling physically. Don't overstrain your body. Ensure that you are exercising according to your physical needs. Sorry. We have palliative care. Palliative care is where you have to look at life. It's not just the end of life care. It includes quality of life and how you can improve the quality of the life you are living despite the challenges you're going through as a cancer patient. We have emotional and psychological support that will enable you to have good palliative care. We have pain and symptoms management. You know, palliative care is that stage where maybe there is no treatment that is working for you, but you can improve the quality of life you're living by having that emotional and psychological support, that pain and symptom management. We have support for fear and grief. Such things will help in your palliative care. And it can begin from the time of diagnosis. It doesn't have to get to even the stage 4 so that you can start the palliative care. The palliative care can be started even from the diagnosis stage. So we want to look at signs a cancer patient may need urgent mental health help. You see, you should seek professional help if you are experiencing the following. First of all, if you are sad persistently and if you're feeling the hopelessness, you should seek mental health help. You should look for professionals to help. You should talk to your loved ones. You should talk to your caregivers so that you can get help. If the sadness becomes persistent, if you're feeling hopeful or the hopelessness, a lot of it. We have panic attacks or overwhelming anxiety. If you're becoming overwhelming most of the times, you need help. You don't have to wait for you to feel depressed. You don't have to feel overwhelmed like excessively so that you can seek help. You can seek help even at the early stages of being overwhelmed. If you start having withdrawal from loved ones, or if you see your loved one who is sick are starting withdrawing themselves from the loved ones, it's a sign that this person needs mental health help. Also, if you start having thoughts of self-harm, and if you see your loved ones have started having that feeling of harming themselves, that is a very major sign that this person needs help. So if you're out there taking care of a loved one who is a cancer patient, please ensure you look out for these signs so that you help this person when it's still early. You don't have to wait till it's too late so that you can seek help. No, you can start early to avoid these things from happening, from escalating to become worse. Also, you have inability to sleep or function daily. People start having insomnia. They can't sleep well, and this really affects their physical health. So if you find your cancer patient is experiencing lack of sleep, it's time for you to seek help for them. Talk to someone who can help that patient so that they can at least go back to their normal self. talking to them and seeking help on their behalf really help them a lot. So as a caregiver or as a caregiver family to a care out for these signs. Also, we want to look at what cancer for their mental health well-being. Openly about what you're feeling and what you're going through with doctors, with counselors, or with trusted people. You don't have to feel overwhelmed alone. Talk to someone, and this will help you. Also, ask healthcare teams on for mental health referrals early enough. If you feel that you've seen the signs that we've talked about previously, you can start talking to your healthcare team and ask them if they have any mental health support system in the hospital, or they can recommend you to any healthcare support outside. Also, accept help. As much as you feel that you are overwhelming people or you are becoming a nuisance to people, please accept help. If someone comes in to help you, always accept that. Don't always be negative that you're becoming a burden unless someone has told you that. But you can seek help. You can seek help and accept help. It's not bad to be helped, and it's not a sign of weakness. Always be ready to accept help. And also maintain routines where possible. If you maintain routines, you'll always be looking forward to do that thing that you're supposed to do during a specific time. So maintaining routines help you in your mental health well-being. Also, remember, needing support does not mean you are weak. I'll insist on that. Asking for help or needing support doesn't mean you are weak. It means you are motivated to live more. So always be willing to seek for help and to receive help. We want to look at mental health support in Kenya. We've seen hospital oncology units may offer counseling. Most of them offer counseling. And if they don't offer counseling and you need counseling services, they'll refer you to hospitals where they offer counseling. Also, we have palliative care services in Kenya, which who have been diagnosed with cancer. They support them physically, they support them mentally, and they support them even financially. So it's not easy carrying this burden alone. So we've seen organizations that come out to help these cancer patients. We have general mental health helplines and counseling centers. So these helplines are there to help our cancer patients. As we are finishing, we want to say that cancer changes a person's life, but no one should face this alone. You should not be alone during this period from diagnosis to treatment. Never feel alone. And you should not feel alone emotionally. You should not feel alone mentally or even physically. You should always be supported. And it's not wrong to be supported. So never feel alone. You have people around you who care. People around you, they care, but they don't know how to care. So please, always be on the lookout and always seek help when you need. You know, we have people who are willing to support you, but they don't know how to support you. It's their first time taking care of a cancer patient. So don't feel alone. Your family loves you. Your caregivers loves you, and they are there to support you. So always seek help when you need it. And to any cancer patient out there, God loves you and the community loves you. Don't feel alone. Don't give up. There is life after cancer diagnosis. Thank you for watching us. I've been your host, Fiona Mogita. Have a blessed day.